Morning and welcome back to the Humber Hikers channel. This is part 3 of our Easter weekend in Eskdale. We've just got up a bit late today. We got up about 9 o'clock, had a lot more lazy day, had a steady get ready. We've just plotted a route nearby basically, what sort of skates around Eskdale, goes to a couple of tarns, visits a couple of like minor tops and then heads back alongside the River Esk back towards the campsite. I think it's all in all about 6 miles, 7 miles. About 4 hours walking if we take it steady. So
Car's coming.
yeah, there's a car coming on hard not past, so try not to get run over, so we'll stop this one here. We're just passing now the end point of today's walk, which is conveniently the Brook House Inn. We popped in the other day, but the path just finishes over there, so technically it's just en route. It's not like we've made the route specifically to go to the pub, so we can't cause alcoholics. We're just approaching now the Eskdale to Ravenglass steam train. It's like a little locomotive. I think it's called the Old Ratty or something like that. You can pay for the day and go off to all the stops along the way. It's about 4 or 5 miles I think to Ravenglass, something like that. But yeah, it's a little station, there's a cafe, there's a... In fact, I'll spin you around so you can sort of see. There's a station behind us, the little tracks to the left hand side there. We parked in there previously for parking to go and do Stanley Gill Force, which is another good waterfall to see. But yeah, the quite good in here really, by looking at it. I don't know how much it is, there's no prices, but they open daily, so if you've got kids it's probably good for that. If these roads are narrow enough, you've got that coming. I wouldn't want to be coming the other way seeing that, definitely.
I've been nipping.
Hopefully this walk will burn off last night's homemade pizzas. To be fair, I've got to say they went spectacularly well. I didn't know what to expect. Bought some homemade pizza dough, a bit of cheese and some pizza topping, but I didn't have like a pizza oven or anything. I just had to do it in a frying pan. So, to be honest, it went really well. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I was sceptical because I thought, well, whoever has done a pan.
Deep pan pizza.
Oh, is that where it came
Possibly, but it wasn't deep, it was thin just so it cooked better.
Yeah.
Just having to cross the little train line now. It's not like your standard train line, obviously it's just a little sort of steam train, but this is the one where the train goes from Eskdale to Ravenglass. Now we've crossed the treacherous railway crossing. We're just headed up this like path, as you can see, towards a couple of tarns. I think there's like some old man workings up here, 2 or 3 small tarns. I don't think it's that high up actually, because it's quite a low valley walk we've planned today, just to have a bit of an easy day. So yesterday was quite an hard one. It took a lot of energy out of us with it being boggy and sat the energy in our legs, and plus the weather today is a little bit more cloudy, overcast. It's due to get windy, and then from about 8 o'clock tonight it's due to be raining pretty much tonight, right through the night into pretty much tomorrow night when we'll be home. Not a bad view. It's a bit cloudy and a bit hazy, but views are okay. The big mound you can see in the centre of shot now is Harter Fell, which we did yesterday. Bit of a ball ache to be honest, but we've done it, so it's another Wainwright ticked off. So we've only got 9 left to do now, and then we're doing our second round. I know yesterday I said I wasn't gonna, solely because of how awkward and frustrated it got yesterday, but once you see days like this and you see it again, it really kind of makes you just want to get out again. And then knowing that, it gives us either 214 individual walks or plenty of like full day hikes and taking a lot of Wainwrights off in the same sort of weekend. So I think the most we ever did when we had a week was in Keswick. We did 40 I think in a week. Some good mileage, some good walks, but like what we found is we've got odd ones dotted about here, there and everywhere now, so we're having to go and pick the odd one or two up, whereas next round we can pick them up and organise the routes a bit better so we can be a bit more efficient and not leave stragglers. It's only 10:30 and he's already talking about the pub. Thoughts on the weekend, Lee?
Oh, it's been brilliant, really, really good. It's like we definitely had the best sort of weather days yesterday and the day before. I just think it's a bit hazy today, but it's nice though, because like it's been nice just to have a bit of a relaxing day today.
We were saying, weren't we, considering it's a bank holiday Easter, how quiet it is at this side, like Eskdale. I know a lot of people probably don't really know about it, they go to the honeypot areas, but I mean even the campsite's been very comfortable, not overly busy, quiet, and I mean these are your views, so you can't really complain at that, can you? Just made our way up this fell now. We're about 180, 200 metres now of ascent. Just up in the next sort of 5 minutes worth of the walk is where the tarns are going to start appearing. We'll just put some footage of them in when we do get to them. So just approaching the tarn now. This is the first of the three, I believe. This is Bleay Tarn. Quite a big area, and to be honest it's unbelievably quiet around here, so I'd imagine if you're into like wild camping and things like that, this is probably a good area. It's not actually boggy or anything, it's looking around, there's plenty of flat spots and like areas you could pitch up on. Yeah, this is nice, this is really nice.
Mini eggs on Easter Sunday.
Just nearly decapitated Lee with my drone as well.
I know, flew it at my head.
Tried to land it that way, but I realised the controls was wrong. Well, the controls was the wrong way around because the drone was, so it flew at you.
Yeah, I know. I experienced
it's
it.
Like a limbo.
I had reflex action, didn't I? Laid down and
you
just kept my head intact.
We're just making our way now from Bleay Tarn, heading across the valley to Blind Tarn and Siny Tarn. We've just had the drone up for a bit. We had to be a bit more cautious because as soon as it got like above the fells you can see behind, the wind's got quite strong, so I didn't want to take my chances and potentially lose it, because I am only really just getting to grips with it, to be honest, so getting a bit more confidence and sending it off, but hopefully there's some good shots in there. Not a bad little view there. Bleay Tarn, probably about 5 or 6 of them I think called Bleay Tarn in the Lake District, to be honest, but this one's definitely kind of the quietest one. Just making our way away from the tarns now. As you can maybe make out, like there's a lot more cloud coming and there's a bit more breeze. It's a bit chilly now, to be fair, with the odd breeze. I've got my shorts on today for the first time, but I'm not. I'll follow the one way on the road. I was talking, by the way. Never mind. Try again. Take. Yeah, I've got my shorts on for the first time this year, and to be fair, I'm not too bad. My body's warm and generally my legs are alright anyway, but when you get them odd howling winds, you'd feel a little bit of coldness on the legs. Not a lot of meat on them to keep me sort of warm either. I've got right little skinny sparrow legs. But Leah thinks I've followed the wrong path. The sheep who are opposite me seem to think this is the path. It's up to you, we'll go back if you want. It's hard because again it's like another boggy area like we've been on previously.
It's not boggy, it's called that.
And you just sort of think you're on one bit, which is okay, and then all of a sudden it becomes a bog, so you bypass it, you think it's alright. Another bog. It's just bog after bog after bog, and it's doing my head in. The two bigger fells you see in the distance there, Winwig and Ilgill Head, there was the two we did on Friday of the Wainwrights, which we've ticked off now. So you'll probably notice on Friday's video I struggled to say Winrig and Ilgill Head. I got confused with them both, and I've just got confused with how to say Winrig again now. I think you'll probably notice that in the video. So what I might just do in future is not say anything and just put text on, because I don't look as daft then. Leah likes these big days out and stuff, but by sort of 9 o'clock, when she gets her pyjamas on in the van and getting warm, she has a little, well, she just turns into a nana, really. She just gets under all the throws, she just wants coffee. She had wine, but she was saying she wanted a coffee. She just wants to sort of snuggle up and go to sleep like old people do. Nothing wrong with that, old people. I love a good nap in an afternoon as well, but this one very rarely lets me have them, to be fair. Quite a boggy area we're in, just in this area. But to be fair, the path's skating it quite well, but this, I think, to be fair, this full area in general, in bad weather, would be a nightmare, just because it's, even now it's been dry for 3 or 4 days. It's just boggy underfoot, and you can see here, look, it's just kind of, as Leah's going to so delicately show us how to avoid said bogs. That's why I captured it on video. So you can't deny it again. Morning. Caught on vid footage as well. Leah was just saying to me, am I ever going to stop complaining about the bogs? No, because they're never ending, and look, someone just fell in the previous shot I did. She fell over. Well, didn't fell over, but she fell into the bog. And she blamed, and to be fair, the rock did wobble away from her, but it's just, look at it, it's awful. Is your being frame still going though? Because I might be able to get 250 quid for this. I think they've stopped it, haven't they? To be fair, considering it's just a little bimble we cobbled together this morning, it's been quite enjoyable really. It's a nice area. It's an area we've probably never been to before as well. We generally like quite sort of, we make a lot of plans just because we are doing Wainwrights, and if the weather's good we'll do longer days and longer walks and stuff. Very rarely do we just pick an area and explore it like we have today, and it's nice. I think that's how you stumble across these little areas, to be honest. So it has been nice, and I think there's a little bit more to come. What? Yeah, we've had a little bit of upset today because there was a sheep what's kind of, well, I did video the thingy just next to a bridge. We think it maybe got stuck and obviously died. But Leah's big animal lover, being a vegetarian, so it's kind of upset her a little bit, as you can see. I know it's hard to sort of say, I'm very black and white with things like that. I'm just saying it's like nature and it's natural, but it'd be nice if it could have been helped, but then I suppose you can't really sort of affect and get involved with nature. It's the way of the world, isn't it? And it's unfortunate, but that's part and parcel of like living in the fells and farming, I suppose. It's there's farmers who've lost hundreds of sheep and things like that, so it's hard to sort of see forever. She's got tissue stuck on her head, but she has just had a little blubber, but not like...
Is it gone?
Yeah.
Is it stuck there?
No, it's gone. Are you a bit chips up there? Should we go and get you a pie? A black sheep ale? No, I'm just saying a black sheep bar. So we're just coming up to like this little road here. Staffy. Hello. Some of the old quarry workings.
Are you just saying that there's a weird smell in there? We farted.
We've been going about just under 2 hours now on our walk, sort of coming off the fell side now, heading towards Eskdale Green. The pub's in sight, so we're going to stop and have a drink and a refreshment. I feel like I could do use the toilet as well, so it's good location for it. Sort of about the middle of the walk, so I think once we've got back down, we'll walk along the river for 2.5, 3 miles, something like that, and then back to the campsite, or maybe the boat in, or the other pub. the Brook House in.
Why not, in any logical sense, would you walk by a pub?
Well, we've earned it,
not
haven't we?
going in.
We've walked, we've had a very stressful day. You got upset with a sheep. I've had a little mishap. So we can't really explain much more than that, to be honest.
Yeah. The lakes, I think it's the lake's water, don't quite agree with his guts. A few years ago, you used to have several mishaps. So
I think you pretty much just told people what's happened anyway.
Yeah. Well, he used to have a kit to keep himself
prepared for the worst.
But he didn't, so we've had to cobble one together. He had a bit of a mishap. Not too bad of a one, admittedly.
I shit myself. To be fair, no. I sharted. So yeah, if you do subscribe to the channel, please don't let that put you off. It's not a regular occurrence, but obviously
it's too regular.
These things do happen to people. We don't want it to be that type of channel either, but we don't like. We do trying to sort of pride ourselves on showing the real life of it. No airs and graces. I can't even open the bloody gate. Mind you, I've got one. Can you help me, please? I've managed. You try. You. That was a bit mad. You try opening the gate while you've got one hand. So that, I think Leah might be having a mishap soon. She's crossed her legs. But no, as we were saying, we aren't going to be that sort of channel where it's vulgar or anything like that. All it was is it's just we feel that we want to include everything what can happen and what does happen. Because sometimes on these videos, Instagram, YouTube, it seems to be like the perfect life. You know, everybody's perfect, and it's not the real life. Really, let's be honest. We do have room in the van. I bang my elbows in the van. I bang my head. We trip.
That was the thing as well. Hopefully I got it on video. The little hut where we went to.
Oh yeah, just check
his modesty and whatnot. The door was so low, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So he smashed his head into it. So
I was distracted with other things and I nearly concussed myself. But yeah, these are the things that happen, like when you're in a van and things like that. I mean, the van's just one of them. It's things where accidents happen, and as you'll probably see, I am quite clumsy anyway. So there's a lot of accidents happen. In more ways than one. Another reason for us to go to this pub is we've never been to it before, and it's somewhere so far out the way that we very rarely get the chance to go. I think it's called the King George. I'm not sure, we'll double check that once we get to it. Yeah, you see. It's called the King George, but obviously the Richard III thing's definitely got a relation to this video. But yeah, I'm sure it's called the King George. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and just have a quick drink in there just to say we've been in, because what we're trying to do as well is like tick off all the pubs in the Lake District, random pubs and stuff like that, just because there's so many great ones, oldie worldy ones and things like that. So it's nice just to try all these places. There's a pub just ahead of us now. Leah can't see over the wall because she's so short, you see. The pub's just there. It's the King George II, that's what the pub's called. That way to the campsite, Boot, Langdale, hard not past Estill Railway. The King George, no, it's not the second, it's the King George VI, I think that might be.
Don't look good, don't that? Keep the cap on.
Cheers.
Cheers.
She was so serious about it.
Well, we've just left the pub now, as you can see over my shoulder. Just had a quick pint. Leah's had a quick half a cider. It's already gone, yeah. Quick half a cider, and I've had a pint of Grasmere Gold. Nice pint, just a little refreshing stuff really, just to sort of break the walk up. It's about 12:30 Sunday afternoon, so we thought we'd have a quick beer and then carry on the last 3 miles of the walk. Once we've done this, we just sort of get off this road soon and get against the river, and then we just follow the river all the way back to the campsite. 3 miles-ish, so it's going to be a nice walk. That's the pub with the views, as you can see, nice little spot really. We sat inside though because the wind's got a bit breezy, so we decided against it. I've never known sheep so lazy. Literally don't even stand up to eat. just picked up the track now, heading back towards Eskdale and the station for the little train. Proper little trail like this all the way around now, and the little shoreline where Lee is just going down to the river. It's the river Esk we're following, and it just goes for a long way, so we're just following that now. But hopefully we might see a few bits of wildlife. Like I still want to see a kingfisher. I've never seen a kingfisher. I really want to. I've seen a few deer and stuff out in the wild, but definitely not a kingfisher, so that is something I'm hoping to see today. Lee has seen a couple, but not me for some reason. Just does not shut up.
It's on Kingfisher Watch, but apparently we don't need to sit for 10 minutes and try like watch it because he thinks he knows what sound they make to listen out. What does it do?
Key, key. And they make a plop sound when they go in the water. Apparently they do the telltale sounds. It says in my bird book they make a key sound. Like a key. It's got 3 E's, so it must be like, it's not a key, it's a key.
Oh my goodness.
Little old wooden rackety bridge there. I'm going to have a little wander. Got a bit of a wobble to it, but not much. But as in the middle a bit. I thought Lee was being a bit kind to me. She offered one of her Scotch pancakes. It was only when I opened them I realised it was actually 5 days out of date that she's palming on to me. So
I didn't even know they was out of date. He said, oh, I will do. He said they're out of date.
I pretty much eat a man, so.
Yeah. Well, I said, well, out of date. Are these 5 days?
But the pack's only just been opened this morning, so I'm going, they're going to be fine.
I ain't got no mould in it.
Yeah, as long as it's got no more, that's good. Let's carry on. Yeah. What's the matter? She was being cheeky, so I tried to smack the pancake out of her hand. So rather than risk it happening again, she shoved it in her mouthful and realised how big a piece it was. She nearly choked on it.
I nearly choked on it, but he tried to waste my pancake.
Well, she was being
5 days out of date.
She was being cheeky, so I tried to knock it. Tried to knock it out of your hand. Just walking through this like forestry area now. Attenborough over there just been taking some pictures of mushrooms, as you do. But yeah, we're just kind of, as you can see now, it's just like a forestry trail, and it's nice really. To be fair, it's nice and peaceful. You can hear a lot of birds. They just tripped over.
He's just tripped over a minute ago.
Man went on camera, that's the difference. But no, it's a nice area really. It's like sort of a thick, like pine forest. Plenty of bears, as I said before, plenty of bears. We'll also might be able to spot a little deer. I wouldn't imagine so, because Leah can't keep quiet enough to keep deers around. She makes too much noise, she's always talking.
But, do you know, I ain't even biting.
If you watch any of our previous videos, you'll see how much she talks for our videos.
I don't.
She's small.
And it's not pine anyway, it's conifer, so she should like your pipe and smoke
Coniferous.
it.
But she's very much thingy. She's very much, for a little person, makes a hell of a lot of noise. I might be wrong, but I don't know if that huge tree up there is a redwood. I'm going by that because it's got redwood on it, but I don't really know, and I know they're big. That's about the knowledge of my trees.
Don't come here for technical.
Heading back towards the campsite now. We're going to go to the pub, yeah, but we are going to go see some scenic bits first.
Oh.
I think we're about 25 minutes, maybe something like that, away now from the pub / campsite. We're just going to go past a couple of waterfalls, and there's a couple of stepping stones we have to cross. If there is a bit much water in the river, there is a bridge about 10 minutes further up, so hopefully we'll get some footage of Leah slipping in the stepping stones, because she's not very good at footing.
To be honest, he ain't long enough.
No, so I think there's the stepping stones. I think, to be honest, looking at the river levels, we'll be alright crossing it, to be fair. It's just a bit of a laugh in it rather than a bridge. Anybody can cross the bridge. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't nick my line.
What?
I always say you're welcome.
Alright then, buddy. No worries, mate.
Yeah, she's an old chav, don't worry. Just walking off piste a little bit. We are on a footpath, as you can see. Not the main footpath, we've just veered off because this is the direction where the stepping stones are. If that, for example, we can't find them, we'd have to walk a little bit further and then we will get the bridge anyway. But the stepping stones will be a bit more fun, to be honest. There's the stepping stones, but looking at that, I think they're a bit too far for Leah's legs, to be honest. Especially this bit here. Yeah, we'll go to the bridge here. She's secretly relieved, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go on the bridge.
I fall over this time. Yeah.
We'll go on the bridge. We've decided to take this lakeshore, this stream side path because Leah's little legs are going to struggle on that, and to be fair, no point getting wet this close because we'd have to go back to the van and stuff before we go to the pub. So we'll go to the pub first, then we're going to go back, have a couple of pints and get some showers and get some tea on. As we said earlier, we had a late start today, so it's about 2 o'clock already. Oh no, honestly, I don't know what happens to me. Just been walking, just avoided the tree there. Just been walking and walked straight into a branch.
There's a tree, don't walk into the tree, Daniel.
There's a tree blocking the path here, so I'll try and avoid this if I can, shall I? See what Leah can do. It's alright when you're little. I'm 6 foot and I'm struggling. There we go. Oh God, yep, there we go. All in one piece still, it's a good sign. Those who have an eagle eye who know that this was the recognise this bridge from our last video, same weekend, but we're just going a different way now. We're heading back to Esther rather than away. But we're just saying, seeing these pools and streams in Eskdale rivers, how crystal blue they are. They're some of the clearest we've ever seen in the lakes. Besides going to like Bavaria and seeing certain ones there, these are the clearest we've seen. So Leah likes to get in and have a bit of a swim and a splash around. I don't normally, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a point now when it's on video. I'm going to try my best to get in a little bit more this year.
Yeah,
because I've done it in Derwent Water before and it's lovely, and I try my best to avoid getting in when I'm on my paddleboard, but that is I'm going to end up in, because if you've ever seen me on a paddleboard, yeah, I'm surprised I've stood up on it so far. There is a bit of footage in one of our videos, I think it's from the August Bank Holiday weekend, but I mean it's not the best, but I'm going to hopefully improve on that this year as well. Famous last words. We're pretty much at the end of the walk now, aren't we, Lee? And Lee just so much figured that there's a little pub over there, so it'd be rude not to stop in and have a refreshment, because we've done just over 6 miles. We worked up a hell of a sweat, and we don't want to be dehydrated or anything, do we? So we need some refreshment. There's something jumped out of the bush and I thought it was a bird, so I'm a bit on edge. But no, we're going to go pop. I don't know if we're going to go to this pub or the other one, the boat in, are we? Which is your preference?
Right, we'll go to both.
Go. See, it's not me, it's this one. She's only saying that because she's not paying.
I am.
Have you paid for out all weekend?
No, but...
But what?
Oh, let me have my say.
Go on.
We should have, that should wake us up. I don't want to pay my half for everything. You put all on your card. Remember, I've got myself a headache now. I've still got a bit of hangover from last night. You put everything on your card and then at the end of the weekend, whatever it is, we just half, and then I pay
we
half.
split it, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you off. I just tried to say it to make myself sound better, like I'm a generous type
I'm
of
not
soul.
a kept bloody woman, I am Marky.
She don't cook though.
Only because he don't let me.
And I make delicious food.
And then he gives me 5 days out of their pancake. That's a lot of bloody sheep, isn't it?
Cheers, well deserved. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Mate?
You are me, mate? You the best, mate?
No, but...
It's cute now, isn't it? Can't make it a bad thing.
Flat as a fart. There's what, 6 bubbles, we say. Oh, no.
There's less bubbles now, I've just flattened it.
stick.
Put a fag paper in it.
What?
You're supposed to put a fag paper in and then it makes it fizz.
But neither of us smoke.
Well, no, but bring fag papers in future. Do a good job, these sheep farmers and these sheepdogs. Mind you, he's got about 10 bloody dogs running around, to be fair, but he's got a lot of sheep as well, hasn't he? I don't like wearing my cap in. Do you reckon I can get away with taking it off? Is that a no?
Absolutely not. I ain't even sugarcoating that. No.
What's wrong with it?
That don't look good.
Is my balls back showing? I'll put my cap back on, shall I?
So shit's nice.
She's definitely a keeper, you know.
What?
She's definitely a keeper.
Oh.
You?
What?
You brought me back to a pub.
It's a bit warmer in it than set in the beer garden.
Less wind. Do you reckon I can take me out of here?
What? No, put it back on.
Put it back
No,
on.
put it back. Put it back on. Bloody
See
hell.
how strict she is?
I don't particularly. I feel like I'm quite an easygoing person,
it's up.
but no,
I can't see
put
it.
it back on. Why are you looking? You can't see it.
I know, but when I watch it back, I'll see it.
When you watch it back, you're thinking I shouldn't have had my cap
I'm
off.
going to get a shower, so I'll wash it, so it's not a problem.
Jamie Oliver's at it again.
This is something I've seen on a couple of other YouTube videos, using like pre-cooked tin potatoes to make chips, because otherwise normally they just burn. So this is, I mean, they don't look like chips, but they'll, as long as they taste like chips, that's the main.
Yeah, they're like thick, warm crisps.
Yeah, that's what we're going for, thick warm crisps.
Yeah.
We can get them in the frying pan and then we can put them in foil while everything else cooks.
Got some little pre-cooked canned chippies, sausages keeping warm, and scrambled eggs. And we'll be having it in the van. How cute!
Is my hair better?
It is.
Good. Got a shower
You look
now.
better now you've had a shower, don't you?
Cheers, Jess. Better way, haven't I?
It's alright, you can have your sip.
It's gluten free, look.
Thank you for
The
tea.
best. Cheers. Tea's maybe not gluten free, but
It's happened, hasn't it? We've got 2 beers up them. And we've broke out the coffee pods.
I've literally had one mouthful of that. I've had my tea, I want some coffee.
But dear.
But to be fair, it keeps us going, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're getting old, aren't we?
Yeah, I can't deny it. I'm getting old. I was looking forward to getting back and having a shower, having a coffee and having my tea. So that's it. I'll be slipping my slippers with myself.
Alright,
I've
Grandad.
got Crocs at the minute. I'll be slippers
Oh,
next.
to be honest, I'd rather see you in slippers. I honestly would. Don't get your croc out.
What is everybody's opinion on Crocs? As an alternative, as an alternative to trainers for camping, they're perfect. You can double up for showers. They're comfortable. You can let your feet breathe. Let me know. See what you think, because I like them. Leah hates them, so we'll see who gets the votes.
Flip flop for
You
showers.
should do a poll.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to lose.
I thought I would care.
That's what you get for taking the mick out of me.
Spilled coffee all down myself. I had it on my beard as well, but I've wiped it out. I don't know how I missed my mouth. How do you miss it this side?
It's because he was too busy spouting off, having a pop at me because I keep putting, well,
Batteries in.
I've put the battery in once wrong in the party bulb, admittedly. Even still, I think it might have been potentially you.
I thought I didn't mind. I won't have had a party bulb.
Yeah, but you like to faff, don't you?
I
You'll
don't
put the
like to
batteries
faff, I
in
like
it.
a simple
Well,
life.
regardless, you was having a go because my little stingy lights was flickering, so you just put the battery in. Not that was my fault, that was manufacturing error. And then as he was having a pop at me, he just spat his coffee all over himself.
I didn't spit it. It dripped. It missed my mouth.
How does it miss your mouth?
It didn't go in there.
Oh, do you know? You're cruising for a bruising, my
See,
friend.
you're threatening me again. You'll do
Yeah.
this off camera. She'll bait me off camera, I tell you.
I will. It'll be black and blue.
Well, we're just chilling out now in the van. The rain's forecast to start getting heavy in the next hour, 45 minutes or so. So what we thought is we'll get everything tucked down. We've had our table and chairs outside, set them up, put them in the front, just chill out in here, closed, bit of party like. We'll have a party inside, so
Yeah.
why not?
If all else fails when you're in Britain, you learn how to work outside
If you-
and inside.
If you can't have a party with the humper hikers, when can you have a party?
Yes.
Cheers.
Ching ching. Ha ha ha.
It's right cosy, isn't it?
Mm.
It's lovely and warm in here. What is it, 15.5 degrees? Lovely.
The party bulb's working better as well since we've got the right size batteries in it.
Yeah, it is. It's reflecting off the mirrors and everything as well, and it's quite good. So yeah, if you ever see us, come join us. We'll have a party.
You might not be able to fit in the van, but
Yeah, there's plenty of room in here. They can get another 2 people in here.
we're not swingers.
Oh yeah, we didn't mean that. No, we didn't mean that. That's, I just realised that's not an invite. If you see us parked up, don't come knocking. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, don't start flashing your main beams.
Don't be flashing anything. Never mind your main beams. It's got exactly what you'd expect on it.
Oh gosh, you plank. That's to come in. You just smart the camera. I'll take a selfie. Not a selfie, but like
Screenshot.
Yeah.
You rolled it. That's what you did it. It's strange, isn't it?
I
Right,
almost want to
I'm going to go clean the shit house out. I get the good jobs. Just a quick review of the waste disposal here at the Eskdale campsite. As you can see, kind of is what it is basically. It's pretty much a toilet to wash your stuff down, but it's clean, it's tidy, it's perfect. The light is on a timer as well, so if you don't move, it does sort of go off, as you can see. So there you go. So I think I might keep the door open. So as you see, that's just your waste disposal, chemical toilet disposal. Perfect, lovely and clean and tidy, just what we needed. Washing up area to the left, gents toilets, WCs and baby changing. And then you've got the ladies and the shop where Leah is now, just doing sort of this way check-in and things like that. There's a little thing there about late arrivals. They have the weather forecast in the window, advertising the pastries even, and there's a little emergency phone there if you need it, and they also sell gas if that's what you need.
And they also have what?
I've just seen that there as well, barbecue stands free to use in case you're a barbecue, which I think is a great idea. Little recycling point, fire extinguishers, drinking taps.
The rain is literally just starting now. Which isn't so bad, is it? It's 8 o'clock
Yeah, no, it's been
on Easter Sunday, I
It said
think.
8 o'clock as well, didn't it? It's pretty much bang on 8 o'clock.
Yeah, which we're preempted.
Yeah.
So we're
We're good to just get the door shut if it starts and chill out for the night.
yeah.
I'm reading my book, planning on other adventures, Wainwrights for the
Nice.
next round, just to try and see what's what. So, because we've got 9 left to do, haven't we? So just drop that round and note as well. Oh,
The thing is, you didn't even want to do the second round yesterday,
I
did
still
you?
maybe do that. I'll see.
You said, I ain't doing them again.
I
I'm
probably
going to
will,
go
to
at
be fair.
Binsey, 214 time. Just Binsey's like pretty much.
Yeah.
Is it the smallest and the easiest
It's
in
not
it
the
actually?
smallest, but it's pretty much the easiest.
Is it not the smallest?
Yeah, no.
Oh no, Castle Crack,
It's just
isn't
like
it?
that. It's just a little mound in it, so it's easy.
I rolled down it on my side and I rolled through sheep shit.
That she did. See, she's never lands.
And I got dizzy.
When you looked, it was rolling around. Morning. This is the end of our Eskdale Easter Bank Holiday trip. We've had brilliant 3 days. Well, 3 days, yeah, well, 3 days so far. This is Bank Holiday Monday now, so we are going to head home later on. But our plans today are to go to the Lake District Wildlife Park, just near Bassenthwaite. It's about an hour's drive from this Eskdale campsite. We've been previously, but we're going to actually do some footage and do a little bit of a vlog while we're there, just sort of for our own sort of memories, and also so you can see something a bit different than just hiking. But yeah, we're looking forward to it. So once we get there, we shall get some footage on for you. Well, just tried to get in the van and go. It started fine this morning. Just jumped in again, absolutely dead. So I don't know. There's been no lights or anything left on, so I can't weigh that up. So we'll have to see if we can get jumped off.
I love the way it looks like he actually has a clue what he's looking at.
Well,
The people from the National Trust in red there, they've just come over And we've literally just pushed it right down the road to try and get it going, but absolutely dead as a doornail. What? That's weird, isn't it?
You know what you will now?
Yeah.
And then you'll never use it.
How is this possible?
Bless. This is not.
Genuinely don't know what's happened. Literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago, we started it, moved it off the chocks. Took a little bit to start, we'd expect for 3 days. And now it's just, there's nothing, absolutely nothing, no power whatsoever. So
Yeah, we've.
I wonder if it could be the alternator maybe, because the alternator charges the leisure batteries.
I don't know.
But yeah, at this moment in time, they're going to bring the truck down to try and jump us off, because there's not a lot with this power charger. If not, we're going to have to ring green flag and maybe get towed or replace the battery or something like that. So who knows?
That's a little battery pack that they've tried hooking up onto there, but it's just not having none of it. Please, 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 please. Oh, this is fantastic. What an absolute lifesaver the National Trust is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you had to take the big truck, so the van was completely dead, one at the back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're good to go.
fingers crossed we're good. If I can get off the grass,
I'm gonna say that'll be all we need now.
that's the van on the go.
Oh.
Sounds perfect now, look.
Don't tempt fate, don't tempt fate. He's just pulled another van off as well. Oh.
Beg your pardon? Wow.
Keeping absolutely everything crossed.
Once we're going, the battery should get a bit more charge in it, but it just seems funny, it just went from starting okay, didn't it? I'd say
Yeah.
okay, not great. Starting okay to absolutely zero within 5 minutes. I'll get the battery tested tomorrow, definitely before Switzerland, and invest in a battery jumper starter. I need to have a look, so if anybody's got any recommendations of good ones, if you see this before it goes to Switzerland,
Yeah.
that'd be very helpful.
Although their jump starter didn't do well for us, did it?
No, true. I don't know if it might be the power. It did take a bigger Zuzu truck to sort of jump us off, so
Yeah.
we'll have to maybe look into that, because we don't want anything too big for the van. Do you know what's going to take too much space?
Because that was a big pack and it didn't
But
touch
that being
it.
said, we could do with it. So
Yeah.
we'll have to have a little look.
To be honest, if we can learn in French, Swiss and German
Help.
and broke down, can someone jump me off?
Oui, oui, help! That is how you ask in French. The car has broken down. That is what we do.
That sounded more German, that.
No, 9. That's German, yeah.
Rush hour traffic.
Just passing spot there. Proper bank holiday weather. It's like, it's not the wildlife park, but looking at this, we're probably maybe a good thing we didn't go.
Yeah.
There've been some soggy monkeys.
Well, this isn't fun.
Yeah, bank holiday. Bank holiday Monday traffic. We kind of was hoping to avoid it, but unfortunately the van dying pretty much stopped us, so we've decided to come straight home today. It should have been nearly a 4-hour drive. It feels like it's going to be a lot more, to be honest.
Feels like we've already been driving
I just
for
keep
hours.
looking at the time, and it's like our arrival at home is getting later and later. Bank holidays. Just can't beat them, can you? British bank holidays. I mean, you probably hear it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
Place is on full on. Very good sentiments, that. I like that. True as well, isn't it? Dangled over by the legs like such.
Hands on the wheel, you've proven you're a store risk. If you're gonna have an emotional breakdown, can I
We're
video
about
it?
to witness a man have a breakdown. This traffic is getting right on my tits. It's took God knows how long, 3.5 hours nearly. We're still got an hour and 20 minutes to go. We're nearly 5 hours to get home from the bloody Lake District, which should be at least, probably at best, a 3-hour journey. It's an absolute bloody pee-take. I won't swear because it's back Easter Monday and there's Easter eggs and all that lot and stuff for bunnies, so you can't, it's done my head in. It literally done my head in. I'm hot, even though the blowers are on cold.
I've only just put the blowers on cold.
I'm all just not bothered. I'm not happy. Fucking bank holidays. Sorry. Effing bank holidays. I shit 'em. I'm angry and I'm upset and I'm hungry and I'm busting for a wee. There's nowhere to pull in because of
Just pee on the mat, it's waterproof.
I'm not peeing on the